I'm Callum Dilietto and I'm here with Kerim Ozarek, the one and only. He is running for Team GB next year and we're just wanting to find out a little bit about how he's preparing for it. Kerim, how are you?
Yeah, I'm pretty good. Yourself?
I'm good, thank you. So, tell us a little bit of your training scenes. What are you doing? What are you up to?
So I'm a sprinter, long distance, marathon runner. I'm competing next year, 2012, London Olympics. Training hard, obviously. It's a full-time job. I'm training every day, pushing myself to the limits, trying to get myself, ready for that crucial day when I have my race. So.
And tell us, how long have you been training? I mean, how long have you been at this sort of fifth gear, shall we say?
Well, I've kind of been training for a few years, but you push it hard just before, and then you kind of take a little break. So I'm pretty much reaching my peak now, and then I'm going to take it down a little bit, and so that I'm in good condition come the Olympics. But I've been at it for about 3-4 years, okay. Solid.
And tell us, what kind of food have you been eating? Have you got a nutritionist?
I do not know. Food's probably a weak point of my training position right now.
A little bit tempted by the McDonald's.
Yeah, it happens. But I'm trying to get the carbs, trying to get the protein. McDonald's every now and again if if I drive by it and I'm a bit tempted. But yeah, I try and stay a little bit dedicated.
A little bit dedicated, Come on, you're Team GB.
Yeah.
We want to see how hardcore you're willing to go. Tell us a bit about, I don't know, your social life. Is that suffering at the moment?
It does suffer. If there's any budding athletes out there, you will suffer a bit as part of the dedication to the sport. But I think it's worth it at the end of the day. If you put a few years in and you have a good race on the day, then afterwards you can kind of do whatever you want and relax and live a little, I guess.
And I mean, surely for you, you're benefiting from this. But what about your friends? Are they, are they understanding of the fact that you can't give them as much time?
Well, it's tough. You have to be a bit selfish. My friends do miss me when I'm not about, so that's a bit tough. But in general, I feel it's worth it. My social life suffers, my food suffers, but I think it's all worth it at the end of the day.
Okay, now we've been a little bit cheeky, a little bit stalking, shall we say. We checked your Twitter, and you've gone up 2,000 followers in just a week.
Is that right?
Okay, now that's a pretty mean feat, because I personally, I don't have that many followers. Feel free to follow me, by the way.
At Callum.
Why is that?
Well, I accidentally tweeted out a nude picture. It was meant to be a private message to a friend of mine. Got me into a little bit of trouble, but yeah, it just blew up from there, really.
See, I was going to ask about this. We were curious because some people are saying it's a publicity stunt. Others are saying you get quite a few fans from it, actually. To be honest, all the females that I know have been they've been well impressed, shall we say? Are we going to expect further nude pictures on Twitter?
Definitely not, because my mum was very upset. She actually had a heart attack the day after it came out, so she's passed, which is a little awkward. But follow me anyway, because just.
Well, I'm sorry to hear about your mother. Like we say, Team GP is very committed, and it's okay. We're gonna cut it there. But thank you again for listening, and remember to keep supporting the athletes of London 2012 because it's going to be a big year, and this is the only time in our lives that we're going to see the Olympics. Yeah, let's call it a wrap.